Hey, Rod Ryan from Storm Mountain. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about increasing your accuracy on your long gun by installing a chassis system versus the stock that might have come on your rifle system. Right now, the rifle systems that are out there production-wise that are coming from all the major companies have a fair amount of quality in the capabilities, usually a minute of angle or better. You can get a little bit better accuracy out of your gun by getting rid of the stock system that comes on it, because there's no capability for a rigid mounting system like an aluminum rail or even a system like Macmillan uses, which is a bedded compound side. I'm an Army guy. I like the concept of an aluminum bedding block and then torquing to a set inch pounds. So we're going to talk about that concept first. What we have here is a Remington 700. Okay, it's got a little bit of tweaked barrel configuration, but it's basically a 700 short action. The Hogue stock that comes on it has a little bit to be desired. It's a good stock for a hunter, but if you want to get extreme long range, 1,000, 1,200 yards to in, what you want to do is get a chassis system. Now here's why we want to increase the capabilities. In this case, they do have a couple aluminum blocks here, circular blocks, but as you can see, this stock is very flexible. You can actually flex it with your own grip, not working too hard. I'm an old man, I can flex it pretty good. All right, so as you shoot, the stock flexes, and you want a rigid concept. So we'll throw this away. There's a couple different concepts that you can go with to get good accuracy. The lower priced number is not the worst number as you might consider. Magpul has a hunter stock that they've come out with in the last couple years that has an aluminum block system, and it's a great chassis for the money. It's about $250 and change, and then you can pick up the detachable magazine concept with that stock for an additional $50 some. Okay, what you're going to do, if this gun in this stock shoots a 2-minute group, a 2-inch group at 100 yards, most likely you're going to cut that group size in half just by installing a chassis. The next would be a Mcrees system. Okay, Mcrees system again is 100% aluminum. All right, in this case it's got a folding stock, but you can see the mounting setup here is very, very rigid. All right, this is about $1,000 to $1,200 depending on what you want. You can go lower if you don't have the folding stock, you don't have the magwell, things like that. But they're about $1,000. Okay, and we will be installing this chassis on this rifle. Next is an Accuracy International chassis, which are a little bit more expensive. And you have a little bit more options. The Mcree has a night vision mount on top that you can option in on, but as you can see, nothing else on the sides. The AI has opportunity for you with the key mods to add lights, lasers, night vision, just about anything you'd ever want to have. A lot of folks ask, is a detachable box magazine really important to a long gunner? It depends on your situation. If you're a law enforcement sniper and you need fast backup shot capability, of course it's better to have a magazine fed concept. In this case, a 10 or a 20 round would be fine. Even a 5 would be fine. Okay, so the first thing we want to do if we're going to change this chassis over, number one, we need to make sure the gun is empty, nothing in the chamber. Visually, physically check, we're good, bolts back. Now, what I'd like to do is go ahead and take the bipod off, because we're not going to need it on this gun for more than a second or so. We'll set this aside. Then you can take your action screws out. In this case, I've already got them prepped, so they're pretty loose. We're not going to need these for the Mcrees system. It comes with its own screws. Okay. At that point, we pull the action completely out. We don't need any of this anymore on this side, so we're going to set this aside. We don't need this box. Squeeze and remove. Set it aside. We don't need the screws any longer. Set it aside. Okay. This system, cut and dried, it mounts exactly to the Remington 700 short action, or you can purchase a long action concept. Depends on what gun you have, but in this case it's a short action. Your recoil lug goes in the front right here. Usually there's a slot on most stocks. In this case it's open as well. All right, now we're going to mount the barrel to action inside the chassis. Since I have the night vision attachment on here, I don't want to take it off at this point. It's going to take a little time on the video, so I'm going to slide it in. Gently take it up in front of the recoil lug and your trigger mechanism. and then turn it upside down in your hand. The front action screw should be started. The rear action screw can be started. Okay, so I've got my action in, my screws are started. What I want to do is now pull up, in this case away from the trigger and away from the grip, so we can reset this so it's not going to recoil back. So we pull it up in place, and then we are going to turn it on its bottom, and we're going to torque the action screws front, back, front. That's 65 inch-pounds. Okay, at that point we can come up, remount the Harris bipod or whatever bipod you're currently using. Firm, and now the gun is ready to go. There's nothing else that needs to be done to this gun outside of loading the magazine and inserting the magazine and shooting the gun. Okay? In this case, I've got a polymer Magpul product. This chassis takes AIs and Mcrees Precision magazines. They all work about the same. The only difference is the Magpuls are a little bit cheaper. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. I want you guys to check back again. Always subscribe because you're going to get to see all updated video in the future. Go to stormmountain.com or smtc.us and register for courses. We'd love to see you up here at our facility. Thank you very much.